I'm sure you've all seen those bike hack videos. You know, the ones that tell you a bunch of seemingly useless information like stashing mustard in your riding bag. But what if some of these hacks were actually useful? So I'm here today to test out some bike hacks ranging from promising to flat out ridiculous. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is a mud guard. It attaches to the arch of your fork and keeps mud out of your face. But I've seen multiple homemade mud guards floating around recently, so I had to give it a try myself. So the first step is to print out a template. Next, cut out the paper template. And there we have it. It is very sloppy. Then find a plastic folder. I ended up cutting my folder apart so that it was just one sheet of plastic. Trace the template onto the folder and cut it out. How easily I can cut this out does not make me feel very good about this being a sturdy mud guard. That doesn't look half bad. Before we put this on my bike, let's compare it to a real mud guard. If you treat them right, mud guards can last an extremely long time. I've had this one since I got into mountain biking. It's got a lot of aesthetic wear, but it works just as good as when I bought it. It's stiff and it's not gonna get stuck in your wheel. Next, let's put the homemade mud guard on. Alright, so let's try and put this thing on here. Doesn't work. I can already tell it doesn't fit to the bike as well. It's flimsy, so it won't crack, but it might get stuck and caught up in your wheel. Also, I wouldn't see this mud guard faring well in a crash. So if I were you, I would just spend the $15 and get an actual mud guard. So for this next one, you can apparently make an adapter to allow for a Schrader pump to fit into a Presta Valve stem. And you can make it out of one of these. This is a Presta Valve Cap. Apparently, you can just cut the top off, and one side fits into the Schrader pump and the other side slides over the Presta Valve stem. I'm skeptical. So I think we apparently just cut the top off and it fits. Seems kind of too good to be true, so let's just give it a go. That doesn't look good. So this might not be as easy as I originally thought. But after some finicking around, I finally got it to work. Something definitely doesn't seem to be working. I tried for another solid 10 minutes, but still no results. I did something wrong. At this point, my tire was about to lose its speed, so I decided to just grab the real pump and pump it up normally. Did I do something wrong? I really don't know, but I'm gonna have to call this one a fail. Have you ever needed that extra bit of protein on a long ride? If your answer was yes, then this may or may not be the hack for you. Got a banana. Supposedly I can just put it in the wheel and it'll fit and stay. So let's find that out. That looks actually not too bad. Let me show you. Actually, seemingly quite sturdy. So let's just go test this thing out. That's a banana. Already sort of getting squished, falling apart. Let's just go shred. Maybe a riper banana would have worked a lot better.
Yo.
Let's just continue.
Let's see how long it lasts. Yeah.
I was hoping so much to get okay, we're gonna put the banana in the wheel and we're gonna shred the trail. It's gonna be awesome. No, banana in the spokes is definitely a massive failure, but it sure is a delicious failure too. Do you like kayaking, biking, hiking, or anything outdoors? Well, if you said yes, then Terrain Magazine is perfect for you. So head over to terrain-mag.com and sign up for their monthly subscription. Or you can check out any of their free online copies. None of us can predict the weather perfectly. And when it starts raining halfway through a ride, the stuff in your riding bag can get destroyed and ruined. So when I saw that you could use waterproofing spray to keep the stuff in your bag dry, I was pretty skeptical. But there's only one way to find out. Right here, I have 2 riding bags. I'm going to be spraying the orange one with waterproofing spray and leaving the other one as normal. Alright, so fast forward a little while and it is pretty much dry. So let's just blast these things with water. I'm stuffing paper inside of the bag to see how much water really gets in. Now to the fun part. Alright, let's dig in and see what happened to the bag. Alright, so paper is drenched. If that was an expensive camera, that would have some water damage. There's standing water inside of it. Oh. Now, that would also be a pretty hard rain, but you want to make sure that you got your valuables in your bag safe. So, yeah. And on to the next bag. Okay, so let's check this out. Now it does actually seem to be working. Like water is actually falling off of it and like repelling off of it. But let's actually just dig in and see if this stuff is dry inside. So paper is mostly dry. It's a little bit wet, but also we sort of blasted it with the hose. I would definitely have to call this one a win. It's easy and simple enough to be reasonable for all riders. Anyway, on to the next hack. Let's be honest, most of us don't have cable cutters. So a hack to get by without them is a hack I'll try. First off, when you cut shifter cable without wire cutters, it normally creates these frayed ends, which is what this hack supposedly fixes. So all you need to do is just wrap some tape around the wire, cut it, and then it'll leave the ends unfrayed. Then use whatever you can find in your garage as a cable crimp. This one is extremely simple and you really can't go wrong with it. 5 stars from me. I'm sure you've heard of using pickle juice to get rid of cramps on long rides. So why not take it a step further and put a pickle in your hollow crankset? Thanks to whoever came up with that one, because now my bottom bracket smells like pickles. And that's pretty much all. Huge thanks to all of you who are still watching, and if you're still here and aren't subscribed, well, might as well. This video was in no way meant to be useful, so take these hacks as they really are. And if you're a first-time viewer of the channel and you're wondering about my bike, you can click the link in the description to learn a little bit more about it. And for all of your bike shop needs in the greater St. Louis area, you can head over to Take a Hike Shop. Or if you're not in the area, you can head over to takeahikeshop.com. And finally, as always, you know what to do. Shred for life, peace.